Hey guys, Nick's quick health tip today. And what I want to talk about are senses. Sorry about the light there. A few weeks ago when we were at the beach, I got some water in my ear, and then I think I dislodged some wax. And my left ear, I couldn't hear right for, I think it was probably 3-4 days. And that seemed like an eternity. It really got me thinking of not only the appreciation for senses, but just how cool they are, right? Like, think about it. Something that you can hear. Like, you can hear that, right? Like, that's a wild thing. The eye. How the hell does the eye work, right? But seriously, it's I know we know a lot about it, but do we really get it? Like, to be able to see what comes in, like, all that I'm just looking around, like, right now, to be able to see, right? Like, that's pretty cool. As well as nose, the smell. It smells like fall right now. At least that's how I associate it with, because I can smell the leaves as they're starting to have that little bit of decay falling off the trees. And all of these things I think are pretty wild. Touch. You can touch something. Like, I can reach back, get this little guy here, and he feels it. You see, he reacts to it. It's an amazing thing. Any of these senses, and I think we do have more senses. I mean, we have taste, of course, but we can feel stuff, you know? And I'm not saying like tactile touch, but you get that gut feeling people talk about. I think that sensations can be things like clairvoyance, clairaudience, being able to see, not see right here, but see other places, hear other things going on. And I think that gets taken for granted. All of them. Appreciate those senses. Maybe take some time every day. Close your eyes. Make it silent so that you can take that in. Walk around, just standing here. I can feel the warmth of the sun even though my eyes are closed. I know it's there. It's a beautiful thing. When you sit in silence, there's still something about that that's so peaceful, so calming. So take your senses and taste something. I mean, really taste it. Go over something. Waft up the smell. Just take it all in. See how that makes you feel, because that feeling, that sensation you get, that still obviously is a sense. So appreciate these things. Cultivate them too. Because if you're not using them, you're losing them, right? The senses are a miraculous thing. And I think if you take those big five, you take feelings in there, 6, I think you can start to develop other things. Being able to see other things, being able to feel other things, hear other things. You're going to just notice a lot more going around you in this wonderful environment that we're in, right? So take that appreciation. Don't lose those senses that you've been having all your life. Quick recap today, and got up early this morning, got a great workout in, completely forgot to film it. Actually, I didn't forget, it was just one of those like, I was just going, I was already a few sets in, so I just kept going. No biggie, right? Quick rundown on that. What did I do though? Did some banded box squats and then some banded deadlifts. Nothing too heavy, just going fast as I can. Really getting honed in with my training right now. As I go again, maybe 2 months into really getting back to it. So today was a little bit higher volume, and holy cow, I can feel it already. My legs are just cooked. Not a bad thing. Hey, made sure, ate a bunch with breakfast with Cooper. He ate very well too. So it's a great day. Woke up, knew what I was going to be doing in the gym today. Just felt very motivated with it. I also did just some, I did 10 sets of 2 on the squat and 10 sets of 1 on the deadlift. So with about 40 seconds in between each set, just boom, boom, boom. Keep on moving. What else from there? Oh, and then just did some back extensions on the back extension bench, just going straight, just up and down. And again, felt very good. No problems with it all. very fast, which I want to make sure that I work on because I'm kind of slow when it comes down to it. So I need to work on that explosion, especially for the strongman, doing the stones, doing the tire flips, etc., etc. That's going to be really important for me. So all in all, felt good with that. Sleeping felt pretty good. Coop got up a little bit. I mean, just a couple minutes, so that just kind of threw me off in the middle of the night. But other than that, got back to sleep. Felt great. Starting to realize like certain positions aren't working for me like they used to. I used to sleep one way. Now I'm on my stomach sleeping another way, and that's fine. Like I just gotta find what works for me, how I rest best, basically, to get the recovery and just all the benefits of sleep that I can. Dreaming, I noticed I've been dreaming a lot more recently, and I like it. Dreaming's fun for me. Sometimes I'll set intentions to have dreams about things, which can be kind of cool. Learn things that, hey, they're just going on in your brain, going on in the universe somewhere that you can just kind of pick up on. So that's always a lot of fun. Other than that, was able to move a lot at work yesterday. Really just trying out new exercises on myself, on some of my patients. So it was good. Really just, again, getting moving, getting contorted, if you will, just keeping my joints through all different ranges of motion. So in general, feeling really good today, and excited for what brings coming on the rest of the day. Daily rundown today. How's everything going? Going pretty well. I was a little sore out like within an hour or so of my workout yesterday, just doing some squats and deadlifts with the bands. I thought I was going to wake up today pretty terrible. Actually, I'm a little sore muscular wise, but really not bad at all. Feeling pretty good, so I'm very happy about that, of course. Part of it is, I think, great night's sleep last night always helps with recovery. I'm going to say that again. A great night's sleep always helps with recovery, no matter what. Come on, guys, let's go. So, you can do a lot of other things, but unless you're getting that sleep right, it's still going to be trouble. So, that's why I want to emphasize that. Sleep is still paramount for recovery of the body, period. Whether it be physically, whether it be mental, emotionally, I mean, psychologically, all of the above. Got to get that sleep. Still very restorative. Other than that, again, still getting awesome fruits, veggies from the local farmers markets. So still just eating really, really well. I want to get some more fresh foods in my diet. I feel like I've been eating a little too many cooked veggies. Not a bad thing to get a mix. I do want a mix, but I want a little bit more of that, a little bit more fresh. So it's something I'm gonna think about, something that I'm gonna change up for sure. What else is going on? Movement went really well at work yesterday. I've been playing with some new exercises, kind of on myself to work with, to use with my patients, which is really cool. Continuously reading, continuously watching stuff, learning, really helps with that. And that's what makes it a lot of fun for me, to be able to do something like that. And of course, to be able to help them out more. I mean, I was just changing programs with somebody yesterday to hopefully help avoid like spinal fusion. These things are huge. I should say another one. So stuff happens, it comes up, but you want to help people out as best you can. So what do you have to do? You have to keep continuing to progress, keep learning. So that's where I'm at, really kind of diving deep into right now, as far as my area of study, if you will. So having a lot of fun with that. Other than that, it's another nice day, getting the feet in the grass here. It's going to be a warmer day, so the sun's coming out, which is always nice to have those polarities of energy in around you, going from the colder to the warmer, to the colder to the warmer. I really like that. It just feels good for my body. I think that's part of the recovery process here too. So all in all, doing well. Have a great day. Quick rundown today on everything. I drank some nighty night tea last night, and holy cow, had an amazing night's sleep. This is something, I don't use it a lot, but I knew it was just one of those, like, I wanted to pass out and just have an amazing rest last night. And it's one of those that helps me do that. Formulation that's in it, I think there's some passion flower, some valerian, I forget what else, but I think it tastes good. I think it's nutritional medicinals, the tea brand, something like that. Either way, all their entire line is fantastic. This is one that I really like. Uh, it's not something I want to use all the time because I don't want to rely on that again to get a good night's sleep. But after just pushing it pretty hard this week, in general, it felt good to use it. It's just nice to have some tea before bed as well. Put in a little bit of ashwagandha, a little bit of honey with that, and good stuff. So I had an awesome night's sleep last night. Overall, I'm just feeling really good. Doing just a lot of movement practice. Like I said, now that I'm really training hard, heavy, I have to be careful with my volume. Be aware of my volume. Be careful with what I'm doing. And it's something I'm very mindful of when looking at my programming, but also when looking at my sleep when I'm going into the gym that day. Hey, am I going to go higher volume? Am I going to ramp it back down just based on how I'm feeling that day, based on what my numbers looked like last time, etc., etc. These things you need to keep in mind for yourself. So when you're kind of doing your rundown for the day, hey, how did I sleep last night? How have I been eating today? Am I hydrated? Am I stressed out from a lot of other things? All of these come into play. So make sure that you're doing that. I know that if I'm going hard like this, that also means I'm doing more restorative work. Last night I was foam rolling a bit, well, using lacrosse balls a bit more, doing some just corrective stretching. All these things are very, very important. Rufy, Alex, come here guys. Sorry, got to keep the dogs on track too. Don't want them running off. All of the above, very, very important to keep in mind. And then as well as getting outside, getting in nature. I mean, today it's a windy day. It's really just lifting me up, keeping me light on my feet. Feels very, very good. So I have to do that, like getting out, doing my Tai Chi. All are must-dos for myself, so I recognize that. What are your must-dos though? Take these things in. Know what you have to do on a daily basis to recover, to feel great. Whether it's going up, seeing all the trees here, we're going to say hi to the post in the ground. All of these things, remember, they're deeply rooted. A tree has truly deep roots to it. That's going to connect you with the earth. It's going to ground you. Go up, lean up against it, hug it, whatever you got to do. Just be around it. That's why I always do Tai Chi next to a tree. Keep these things in mind with your exercise, just with your recovery in general. Talk to you guys. Quick rundown on today, what's going on. Feeling a little sore today, muscle soreness just from the weekend, which I kind of expected. I went pretty hard, pretty heavy, higher volume with everything. But overall, feel good. Like I'm not in pain from it. I woke up, heart rate was right within normal range there. So I was happy to see that. And then normal range again for me, that is. From there, got up, just got some pumping working. Cooper's hat fell down on him there. We're gonna want to pick that up so he can see. Sorry guys, there we go. Sorry Coop. Is that a little better? Anyway, where are we at? Feeling great night's sleep last night. Felt very good with that. Transitioned into some nice fall foods. Julie had a chicken in the crock pot all day well, all night last night. Like, woke up smelling delicious. So I'm excited. Taking that for lunch, having that for, actually I had a little bit for breakfast. And then taking that, enjoying that the rest of the day. It's always an awesome thing. With all the root veggies in there, it's gonna be just, it's amazing. It's amazing. So always happy about that. Just start throwing more stuff in there. And that's a great way to cook. Like again, we're cooking with the season. Going with those heartier foods right now, just as the weather's changing, because hey, it was a little chilly this morning. Threw the hat on there for Cooper. Even my hands are a little chilly, but hey, we're not bad. We're just staying toasty, enjoying the change of the seasons, and really enjoying that weather. I was listening to a podcast this morning, somebody talking about going barefoot. And it was great because, Rufy, come on, let's go! Because he said, I'm not gonna be stupid. Like, well, he was. He goes, I was very dogmatic about it. I just did it in all sorts of weather. Freezing cold, like I was up on a mountain, I was barefoot. He's like, in retrospect, I learned from that. At the same time, he wants to have that barefoot sensation. So he learned to change his footwear to go with that, to be able to adapt and still go with the seasons, but get all those nerve endings firing, get the feet moving properly, just getting that dexterity back. So it's definitely a good thing for him. But a lesson learned, as we'll all learn those lessons along the way on our health journey. So I think that's going to be one of my things now I'm going to be looking into. I have the barefoot, like the Vibram shoes, minimalist shoes, but I think I'm going to try checking out maybe a pair of moccasins, but something to wear as it gets snowy out then too, because we'll be walking in the snow all winter as it comes. So either way, I want something to keep my feet warm, dry, but also give me that connection with the earth. Talk to you guys soon.